here briefly to talk to you about 5 ideas for pivoting real estate that surprisingly, if you look at it, don't really require a lot of foot traffic or is exposed to a significant amount of consumer spending. And I'm here to share them with you today. First idea that we've got, and it intersects nicely with the essential telecommunications industry and real estate, is the concept of data centers. Now, if one will take a look at the drivers of the increase in the requirement for data and broadband and all of those technologies, it's no question that this is a major area of growth in the future. And really, we're just tapping the surface of and the potential for data centers. Now, people might say, well, what about the cloud? The cloud is pretty distributed. You still need data centers. But really, the cloud still needs servers to be able to house the cloud. And there are many data centers in the world. Certainly, there are a couple of data centers here in the Philippines. And this is one area that market players might consider. And, we talk about the adoption of big data, the Internet of Things, and similar technologies, online learning, among others. And this is something that will be leveraged going forward. The next idea that we have, and it's also essential, is really cold storage logistics. Now, a lot of people have been talking about cold storage logistics precisely because of the supply chain issues that we have had in the Philippines, our large population, and also spoilage of getting goods and produce and livestock from farm to market. And cold storage offers the possibility of minimizing those losses and spoilage. But here's the thing. If you take a cold storage warehouse and apply automated storage retrieval technology to be able to increase the yield of the real estate, use less labor, and also use electricity and power, then it provides a compelling proposition for logistics players to make that investment. Because over time, the investment in the technology makes sense and it pays for itself. Another area that dovetails quite nicely with trends in the Philippines and our population is really healthcare. And in particular, we want to emphasize temperature-controlled warehousing for pharmaceutical companies and healthcare players, because there are a lot of reagents and active pharmaceutical ingredients and medicine that you can't store at ambient temperature. You have to store it in temperature-controlled warehousing. And then you marry that with automated storage and retrieval technology, and you have that great intersection between essential industry, logistics, technology, and being able to become more efficient in temperature-controlled warehousing, and also to be able to provide a truly value-added service in the nation's interest. The next idea that really flies under the radar is document archiving, and as a subset of that, physical document archiving. Everyone says that documents are going to go digital, and that's true. I agree. But due to the operation of law and different requirements, particularly in areas such as banking, legal, the court system, among others, there are many, many types of documents that still require physical storage in a warehouse that's also temperature controlled. And again, you have that theme of using technology for automated storage and retrieval that will require less foot traffic to be able to put that into play. And there are a lot of entities, both public and private, that still require physical data storage, and they can't let these documents get subjected to the vagaries of weather, humidity, pests, and vermin, and other things like that. So this is also another opportunity where you have technology intersecting with essential services such as document storage, because these are documents that need to be preserved by law, and provides another good value-added service that players can provide to the market. The last one that we have, this idea, dovetails very well with developments in telecommunications also. Of course, telecommunications being an essential industry. And we know that the common cell tower policy already has had the implementing rules and regulations signed. There are players that are eager to get into this space, and the telecommunications companies are eager to be able to carve out a portion of the capital spending and, have the cell phone tower companies take care of that. Of course, they're going to be paying rentals, but the savings that they get from not having to have that bulk of capital spending, they can reinvest in other value-added telecommunications services. But what you have then is a situation where the common cell towers still occupy land, the telco companies still pay rent. So why don't we put that in a real estate investment trust? And so these are all themes that I'd like to summarize, because REITs can put all of these real estate income generating concepts, data center, mobile tower, cold storage warehousing, document storage, pharmaceutical temperature controlled warehousing, real estate investment trusts. All of these are the next iteration of value added services that are vital in technology, healthcare, logistics, and preserving supply chain. And this can all happen because real estate investment trusts have come to the Philippines. We've had a recent successful listing, and we look forward to more activity here going forward. At PwC, we've got a lot of great ideas that we can help our clients, and clients win with PwC.